If you lead a school, you already know the tension. You want consistent spiritual formation for your staff, but by the time Tuesday morning rolls around, your schedule is a wall of urgent problems. That leaves you trapped in the familiar 45-minute preparation scramble. You're hunting across the internet for an article that hits the exact criteria: theologically sound, brief enough to actually read, and applicable to a mixed staff. There is a way out of this trap. We can use a specific 8-minute workflow inside Google's NotebookLM to completely eliminate the weekly preparation bottleneck. This diagram illustrates a concept called dialogic learning. The intersecting waves represent two voices responding to each other, compared to the flat line of a single voice. Research confirms that adult brains track exchanges and retain significantly more information from conversation than for monologue. That's why single-voice text-to-speech tools often leave listeners tuned out. But when one voice asks a question and another pushes back or interrupts, it forces the listener to stay engaged. By generating a conversational format, you turn a passive devotional reading into an active listening event that your staff can easily connect with. NotebookLM does not generate brilliant theology out of thin air. The audio it produces is strictly bound by the quality of the text you upload. To get clean audio, you need to apply strict parameters to your input material. Look for articles between 500 and 1,800 words. They should have one clear central idea and feature at least one concrete example drawn directly from the work of education. Stop endlessly searching the internet. Build a rotation from reliable source pools, like the Gospel Coalition, Faith and Leadership, or Christian School Magazine. Keep the material focused. Avoid unsupported opinion pieces, book chapters over 4,000 words, or articles heavy with denominational insider terminology that might alienate parts of your staff. Once you apply these curation constraints, you can pick 4 articles at once. What used to be a weekly panic becomes an automated 20-minute batching task done just once a month. Let's build the output. Step 1 is opening NotebookLM, creating a new notebook, and pasting in your selected article. In an existing notebook, deselect previous files to pull exclusively from the current text. Locate the Audio Overview tool in the Studio panel. Don't click Generate. First, click Customize. Bypassing this yields a broad summary. We need a targeted conversation. Inside that text box, write your steering prompt. Tell the system who the audience is, state the central idea of the article, and command a specific tone, like warm and collegial. Instruct the AI to explicitly connect the article's themes to Monday morning classroom realities. Then tell it to conclude the conversation with one reflective, open-ended question. Hit Generate and wait 3 to 4 minutes. The system will process the text and prompt, leaving you with a downloadable audio file. That 60-second investment in steering the prompt is the difference between dry text-to-speech and a targeted discussion that resonates with your team. You now have a 6-minute audio file, but without a plan for what happens next, the impact evaporates. Playing the file and moving on immediately is a guaranteed waste of the effort. Instead, use Blueprint 1, the pre-meeting play. Dedicate the first 10 minutes of your staff meeting to this workflow. Play the 6-minute audio, then spend 4 minutes asking your team what word or phrase they are still sitting with. If you don't have meeting time this week, use Blueprint 2, the asynchronous send. Drop the audio link into your weekly staff email, alongside 3 sentences explaining why you chose it and offering 1 question to reflect on. For deeper engagement, try Blueprint 3, the listening assignment. Send out the audio link along with a 1-page reflection sheet 48 hours before a live discussion, so staff arrive ready to share specific examples from their week. The software only executes the preparation. The actual formation happens exclusively in the 10 minutes of human interaction after the audio stops. It is normal to feel hesitant about injecting artificial intelligence into the deeply human work of spiritual development. View this technology as a logistical utility designed to buy back your time. The theology and the spiritual weight come entirely from the carefully selected source text and from the honest conversation it sparks among your staff. Your challenge is to test this rhythm. Take the audio file you generate and deploy the pre-leading play at your next staff gathering. By recovering the 45 minutes you used to searching and preparing, you gain the exact leverage needed to embed consistent spiritual formation into the weekly life of your school.